Yo, what up? Ignore the new setup in the Lakituk. My basement flooded and I don't know where any of them are. My expectations for this direct were set months ago. I was fully expecting to see Metroid Prime 4. I was convinced it was happening just because of how random the Prime Remastered was. Spoilers, it didn't. That disappointment made me leave the direct a little empty. But after sitting on it for a bit, my thoughts have changed. It opened with Scarlet and Violet DLC. The trailer was kinda whatever for me. Not because I think the DLC is going to be boring. The trailer itself was kinda just showing off stuff without much explanation. I think it would have really helped if Pokemon games had voice acting. So instead of text, there would be actual dialogue. The trailer felt very empty without any voiceover whatsoever. I enjoyed what they said after the trailer more because it was actually giving me info about the DLC. To keep the Pokemon train going, Detective Pikachu still exists, and it's coming out later this year. If it wasn't for the fact that there was a movie, I would have forgotten about this game. Most likely, I won't be playing this, but it's neat that it's coming. I'm so happy Super Mario RPG is finally coming to NS. I'm so happy Super Mario RPG is getting remade. That's way better than it coming to NSO. As a huge fan of Mario RPGs, I am very excited for this remake. Outside of Mario and Rabbids, somehow, the subgenre has had it pretty rough over the last decade. Going back to where it all began is very smart. I love how it looks. Everyone is weirdly squished like they are in the original. Mario is back to looking like a chode. This is exactly how I would imagine a modern version of this game looking. The soundtrack in the trailer sounded amazing, and I'm so excited to hear the full version of the OST. This seems like it's going to be a very fateful remake. Based off of the meter in the bottom left corner and those animations near the end, I'm assuming that's a super meter, and once it fills up, you can do a special attack with the 3 active party members. I also noticed there was an exclamation mark that would pop up above characters' heads to help you time your attacks. I'm excited for this, and thank God, it's coming out a month after Alan Wake 2 and Spider-Man 2, so I might be able to play it around launch. But that wasn't the end of the Mario games. Peach is getting a game, but we didn't see much of it. Let's hope she doesn't fight with her emotions this time around. And they're porting Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon to Switch. I kinda wish the 3DS remake of the original was coming too, but whatever. But that still wasn't the end of the Mario games. More on them later. We got 2 farming sims this direct. Can someone tell Nintendo that people don't care about farming sims? They only care about Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. The Mario & Rabbids DLC looks great. I'm going to wait until all of the DLC is out before jumping into it. And no, that wasn't the end of the Mario news at this direct. Pikmin 4 got a bit of a deep dive and it looks very good. Personally, I think the best way to get Pikmin is to play it. I don't think it shows well. Dungeons are coming back, which is very exciting. I don't have much to say about it other than I think it's going to be great. Oh, and the entire series being available on Switch is amazing. If you haven't tried Pikmin before, now's the time to do so. Penny's Big Breakdown looked fun, but what really sold me on it was the fact that the Sonic Mania team is developing it. This game will be a sleeper hit. More Mario Kart DLC was announced. They showed off new characters and 1 new track. I find it crazy how little they showed off. Like, it's coming out in a month or 2. How do you only have 1 of 8 tracks to show us? But that wasn't the last Mario game here. The next one will be the final Mario game of the direct. We already knew about the Star Ocean remake, but it looks pretty solid. I always wanted to try a game in this series, and this remake will probably be the one I end up playing. The combat looked really fun. I hate when it's coming out though. I will never complain about a new WarioWare game. It has been a while since I picked one up though. Maybe this will be the one? November 3rd? Never mind. The final game of the direct was one last Mario game, Super Mario Wonder. A new 2D Mario game. In fact, it's the first one since Mario Maker. I always wondered what the series would do in a post-Mario Maker world, because a new 2D Mario game would have to be very different, or else you could just make it in Mario Maker, you know? Looking at the start of the trailer, it seems like that's what they're doing with this. Adding a bunch of stuff that isn't in Maker. Then it got weird. Like, really weird. This looks like it's going to be the most unique and entertaining 2D Mario game since the new Super Series started. When I first watched the trailer during the direct, I thought to myself, yeah, it looks good, but I'd rather a new 3D Mario game. After rewatching it, this game looks dope. This looks like it's going to be one of the most creative 2D platformers in a long time, and I am so down for that. Daisy showing up in a mainline game too? That's huge. I saw on Twitter that this is the first time in like 30 years. Same day as Spider-Man 2 though. come on. Dude, I wish they were releasing this in December. And that was it for this Nintendo Direct. A kind of weak showcase unless you like Mario. Spoilers, I like Mario. Mario fans are eating good right now. When I first finished the Direct, my initial reaction was to give it a C. But after running back through it to take notes, I enjoyed it more, especially because my Prime 4 expectations were gone. So I'ma give it a B. Overall, this month of game announcements was pretty good. I have a solid idea of what I would like to play on each platform throughout the rest of the year. And that's all that really matters, isn't it? Leaving these showcases with a bunch of games that I'll actively try to play. Do you agree? Think I'm an idiot? Comment down below. Dislike the video if you think this dude isn't the most Olimar looking man on the planet. And subscribe for more bad content. Follow me on other platforms if you want. Take care, guys.